maltrattare. Alza gli occhi e guardami, ne ho bisogno, aiutami. Non puoi toccare, uccidere tutto quel che è femmina. Mi serve prendere, piegare un po', piegarmi è stato facile, difficile essere femmina. Siamo pari, non è stata colpa mia, ero sola, se mi ami non andare via. Voglio aprire le mie braccia solo a te, che la notte profumata ancora vieni, voglio aprire le mie braccia solo a te. Vieni che la notte è profumata ancora vieni, guarda l'alba, mezza chiara e mezza no. Oh, vieni più vicino e reggi se no non ce l'ho. Prendimi le mani quando io te lo dirò. Oh, fallo con amore, la tua femmina sarò. Alza gli occhi e guardami, io ho bisogno, aiutami, abbracciami, perdonami, sono la tua femmina. Io sono femmina e femmina è l'amore. L'amore è un angelo e morire, e morire è vivere. Vivere e conoscersi, conoscersi è un po' d'anima. L'anima è una femmina. Io sono femmina, non mi lasciare sola. Tradire un attimo e indietro non si vola. Alza gli occhi e guardami, ne ho bisogno, aiutami, abbracciami, perdonami, sono la tua femmina.
Thank you for your company, and welcome once again to Variety Italian Style, the weekly rendezvous with sights and sounds from the continent. Benvenuti and un affettuoso saluto. Amen, Luciano. It's top names and top entertainment all the way today. Our guests include Milva, Umberto Tozzi, the pop idol of the moment, our bright and breezy friends, Carlo and Egista Baiardi, with a folksy musical contribution. Later, we have a scheduled 1 or 2 additional surprises, including a colourful and nostalgic visit to 2 different regions of Italy in our tourism feature, next in today's show. Long ago, we visited Sicily and Le Puglie here in our tourism feature. And in order to present a current and comprehensive picture of the remainder of southern Italy, today we have scheduled a visit to the other 2 major regions of southern Italy, Campania and Calabria. Both have a similar history, as they were both dominated by Norman invaders. For several centuries, they were governed by Spain, and subsequently by the Bourbons. In 1860, the unified troops of Victor Emmanuel and Garibaldi expelled the remaining foreign forces from the peninsula, and Campania and Calabria became part of the united Italy. These 2 regions, who share a common history of oppression, are in many ways still closely linked, even today.
Just 20 minutes flying time from Rome, and we're in Campania. The cliffs of the Amalfi Coast take shape in the breaking dawn. Above Amalfi, with a sheer drop to the sea, Ravello looks out over this unique bay. In the spring warmth of April, flowers blossom along the Amalfi coast and visitors can discover its most intimate and secret delights. The little boat gliding between the deep blue of the sea and the green and gold of the lemon groves takes us towards Sorrento. Inseparable from the song that made it famous, Sorrento welcomes us with its customary charm and friendliness. Capri counts among its inhabitants a famous naïve painter, Carmelina. In her charming and simple style, she illustrates the beauties of her island home. These two young visitors are on their way to the sea in one of Capri's picturesque old taxicabs. In October and November, it's almost like summer in Capri. The average temperature is over 20 degrees centigrade. Capri gets more sun in a year than any other of Italy's islands. Naples, one of the best-known cities in the world. Its bay, its sky, its beauty have been praised in every language. The Pazzaiello represents a very old tradition of street entertainment in Naples. We are glad to have seen it on our tour of the city, because the Neapolitans say it brings good luck. Rome to Reggio Calabria is only a 50-minute flight. A sight you might not expect to find in the center of Calabria, the Sila Plateau, an alpine forest in the depths of the south. You can ride or fish, or you can even fly. Young people, and the not so young as well, can roam at will through the delightful green woods. It's autumn, but here too the temperature is mild. In May, the migrating swordfish reach Sila, a picturesque harbor for the boats that set out to catch them. along the coast at Trapeia, we find ourselves in the middle of a folk festival. They're dancing the ancient tarantella, the most natural way for the southern people to give thanks to their feelings. Holiday villages like this one, hotels and boarding houses are plentiful throughout the entire region. So it's no problem to have a holiday at reasonable cost, especially during spring and autumn, with the sea and this scenery as your constant companion. Only a few miles inland, there's a village where centuries-old handicrafts still flourish. The skillful hands of this master potter keep alive the art of the Greeks and the Phoenicians. Spring and autumn are ideal times for sailing enthusiasts. The sea temperature is mild and the warm breezes make for good cruising. In a small village inland, we're watching a wedding in traditional local costume. This was originally an Albanian colony, and it has preserved, unchanged, the language, customs and songs of its native land. The town crier proclaims the happy event in the ancient Albanian tongue. In this festive mood, we end our tour of Italy's beautiful south, a haven for visitors who like that something different on a relaxed vacation.
Più forte, signore, affondi l'acceleratore, distrugga il motore, ma corra, la prego, di più. Più forte, signore, mio figlio sta male, ogni istante è fatale, ti prego tesoro, resisti per me. A casa torneremo insieme e il sole splenderà di più. Mi senti, amore, perché non ti muovi, capisco il dolore che provi, però non mollare così. Sei forte, devi farcela, ricorda che c'è a casa il tuo cagnolino, ti sta aspettando in giardino, aspetta te per giocare, è triste e non sa cosa fare, non devi dormire. Amore, non addormentarti, ancora un attimo, un istante e poi tutto passerà, te lo prometto, e poi non te lo ricordi più. Dobbiamo andare al mare, c'è il sole che ci aspetta, tu farai dei castelli di sabbia bellissimi, troverai conchiglie meravigliose, però non addormentarti, non addormentarti. La folla, la gente, la prego signore, continua a suonare, dobbiamo passare e ormai siamo qua. Coraggio, amore, arriva un dottore, si danno da fare, i due infermieri sorridono a te. A casa torneremo insieme e poi io andrò a comperarti il pallone. Sei il mio grande campione, però l'angoscia mi assale. Sei lì da 2 ore, sto male, non posso aspettare. Non posso aspettare. Non so cosa fare. Mi sento impazzire. Mi sento impazzire. E allora, dottore?
Stia tranquillo, è fuori pericolo.
Grazie, dottore, dottore mio, senza di lui morivo anch'io. 1 ora fa questa città la odiavo, ma ora son qua, felicità. Dottore ciao, portiere ciao, alberi ciao, vigile ciao, si salverà, si salverà, si salverà, si salverà.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, one of our special guests today is the uncrowned king of Italian music, Domenico Modugno. After more than 20 years, he is still at the top, this time with a recent composition, A casa torneremo assieme. Yes, over 20 years ago, at the Sanremo Festival, on the 30th of January 1958, the Modugno phenomenon was born. Volare became part of the Italian musical history, and Domenico Modugno was launched on his spectacular career. Now in his 50s and still consistently creative, Modugno has become a master of musical subtlety in touching people's deepest emotions with his individual songs such as Piangere il telefono, Il professore di violino, and today's example, A casa torneremo assieme. Domenico Modugno certainly is an outstanding Italian musical figure. Now to our next guest, Maria Grazia Buccella, an artist better known for her glamour roles in films than for her somewhat smouldering musical tones. In her intimate and highly individual style, she presents one of her most recent songs, titled I miei sogni, My Dreams.